Welcome to helpyourmaths.com. I'm Stanley. In this video, we're still going to keep focusing on how to solve the linear equations. We're going to do those equations actually with fractions. When there are fractions in the equation, the key to solve this type of equation is from the LCD, which means that least common denominator. You need to how to find the least common denominator, then multiply the least LCD for both sides, then get rid of the fraction, then simplify the equation. We saw them. In the very first video, we did x over 3 equals 9. That's very easy. Actually, this is a fraction. X over 3, that's a fraction. It's very easy. Because here has only one denominator, 3. What we did is we just multiply 3 here on both sides. Then we get x, because 3 we can cancel out. 3 equals 9 times 3, that gives us 27. That's a very easy fraction we can solve. Fraction equation we can solve. Most of the fractions is not be easy. For example, we have 3x over 4 plus x over 8 equals 7. Like this fraction, we have two fractions here. Here we have 3x over 4, and here I have the x over 8. The first step, we're going to look at the denominator here. The denominator here, the first one is 4. The second one is 8. 8, we can rewrite it to 4 times 2. And 4, we can just leave the 4. Then we found the common factor here. Both have 4. And also there's a 2 left over. So the least common denominator will be 8. The LCD for this equation is 8. After you found the LCD, we need to multiply the LCD for both sides. We can multiply 8. Remember, when you multiply the LCD, you need to multiply each term of it. Same as you multiply 8. For each term, have 3x over 4 plus 8 times x over 8, then equals, for both sides, so you need to write down 8 times 7. Then you simplify. Here you have 8 divided by 4, that gives us 2. 2 times the 3x plus 8 and 8 cancel out, so there's only the numerator x left over, then equals 8 times 7, that gives us 56. Then we can keep it simplify, so 2 times 3x, that gives 6x. Then plus x equals, here's the 56. So after you multiply the LCD, then you simplify, you get this very easy equation. Here has the term x, here the term is x. They're like terms, we can combine them. So we have 6x plus x, that gives us 7x equals 56. Then here's multiplication. All we need to do is divide by 7. Then x, 7 cancel out, so it's x equals 56 divided by 7, that gives us 8. So that's when you have the multiple fractions, you need to find the LCD first, then multiply the LCD, then then simplify it, then you can have the work on the solving for x. We can look at different type of ones. That one, the one just we worked on, has the 2 fractions on one side. What if there are fractions on different side, like negative 5x over 6 plus 2 equals x over 9 plus 5. Like this one, you have the fractions on different side. It's actually the same thing to work on. You need to find the LCD first. Here we have the negative 5x over 6 and x over 9. the denominator here is 6. The second one is 9. 6 we can rewrite to 3 times 2, and 9 we can rewrite to 3 times the 3, that equals 9. Then here's one common factor, 3. Then have the 2 left over, and 3 also. So 3 times the 2, that gives us 6. 6 times the 3, that gives us 18. So the LCD for this fraction is 18. Then we just multiply 18 for both sides. Remember, when we multiply the LCD, you have to multiply each term. So here is a negative, just write it down, 18 times 5x over 6 plus 2 times 18 equals 18 times x over 9 parentheses plus 5 times 18. Then we can simplify it. So here we have 18 over 6. So 18 divided by 6, that gives us 3. So negative sign, just write it down, 3 times 5x plus 2 times 18, that gives us 36 equals 18 divided by 9, that gives us 2. Actually it's 2 times x. Then just write down the x, then plus 5 times 19, that actually gives us 90. Then we can simplify it. So here is 3 times 5x, that gives us negative 3 times 5x, gives us negative 15x plus 36 equals 2x plus 90. This goes back to our basic equations. Just require a couple of steps. It's just that move the x to one side, then move the number to the other side, solving for the x. So here's 2x. We need to minus 2x on both sides. Then simplify it. So here's negative 15x minus 2x. That gives us negative 17x plus 36 equals 2x minus 2x, 0, equals 90. So we have negative 17x plus 36 equals 90. Then here's addition. We need to do subtraction. 36 on both sides. So here's negative 17x, 36 cancel out, equals 90 minus 36, that gives us 54. Then we divide it by negative 17, because here is multiplication. We just do a division for both sides. Then we have x equals positive divided by negative, that's still negative. 54 divided by 17. So that's the answer for this type of the equation. We solve the equations. Actually different. Both sides have the fraction. It's actually the same with the previous one. All you need to do is find the LCD, then multiply the LCD for both sides. Actually, it's each term of this equation. Then you simplify it. Then separate them, the x terms and the numbers, different side. Then solve for its x. This is type of fraction equation that for each side has a fraction. Then we're going to look at the fraction that have with parentheses. We have 3 times the parentheses x over 2 plus 1 equals 5x over 7 plus 4. When there are the parentheses involved with a fraction, actually the very first step is not to find the LCD. The first step is to simplify the parentheses. Simplify the terms, the expressions that whatever in the parentheses, then open it. Then afterwards, you find the LCD. Multiply the LCD for both sides. Then you can solve this equation. Like here, x over 2 plus 1. These terms, that has x, this one is a number, so you cannot simplify them, so we just directly open it. So 2 distributed to x over 2, that gives us 3x over 2, and plus 3 times 1, that gives us 3 equals 5x over 7 plus 4. As you can see here, it has two fractions. Here's a 3x over 2, here's 5x over 7. The denominator here is a 2, it's a prime number, and also here is a 7, is a prime number also. So the LCD is very easy, because in a prime number you cannot has no factor, so you just need 2 times 7 equals 14. So the LCD is 14, we need to multiply 14 for both sides. 14 times 3x over 2 plus 3 times 14 equals 14 times 5x over 7, then plus 4 times 14. After you multiply the LCD for this equation, for both sides of the equation, you need to simplify it here. 14 divided by 2, that gives us 7. So we have 7 times 3x plus 3 times 14, that gives us 42. Then equals 14 divided by 7, that gives us 2. 2 times 5x plus 4 times 14, that gives us 56. Then what you need to do first is just simplify it. Here's 3 times 7 times 3x, that gives us 21x. Then plus, just copy down the number, 42 here. Then equal 2 times 5x, that gives us 10x, plus write down number 56. This go back to our basic step for how to solve the equations. Just separate the x, move the x term to this side, move the number to the other side, solving for the x. So here's 10x, we need to subtract 10x for both sides. Then simplify it, so 21x minus 10x, that gives us 11x. Then here's 42, just copy it down, does not change, equals 10x cancel out, all left over is number 56. So it becomes very easy equation here. So this is plus 42, we need to minus 42 for both sides. Then simplify it, so 11x, 42 minus 42, that gives 0, cancel out. So here's 56 minus 42, that gives us 14. Then we divide by 11 for both sides. Okay, here is multiplication with the division. Then we 11 cancel out. So here is x equals 14 over 11. That's how you solve has a parenthesis and also has a fraction in the equation. So first one, you have to look at the parenthesis, simplify, then open it. After that, you find the LCD. Multiply the LCD for both sides of the equation, then you can solve in for the x.